Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you an audio commentary or a cast between yaWs and yaWs Day here from the World Cyber Games 2009 in Shenzhen, China. This is one of the group matches. I believe this is Group D, either Group D or Group E. All the YouTube casters had decided to take specific groups so that we wouldn't double up anymore. So I had chosen groups D and E, and whatever replays I can find from those groups, I will go ahead and post them. So here we have yaWs Day spawning here at the bottom left hand or right hand position as the yellow human. Meanwhile, we have the red human Roz on the top left hand position. So it is a human mirror matchup here on Terenas Stand. The build orders are pretty much exactly the same, and both players getting an altar of kings, barracks, and a farm, and should probably be producing either Archmage or a Mountain King as their first hero. Terenas Stand, not that big of a map. Humans generally like to creep on this map, so creeping generally a very good thing on this map. So we'll see how this is going to go ahead and play out. We do have an Archmage coming in from Roz, and yaWs Days is also producing an Archmage, so a typical mirror matchup where everyone is pretty much doing the same thing. Now what I'm going to be interested in seeing if both players try to do the Goblin Laboratory first, or if one of the players try to creep out this Goblin and Merchant shop, or the Goblin, not even the Goblin, the Mercenary camp first. That would be a very very smart move considering this is a human mirror matchup, and on top of that, that Troll Shadow Priest with that abolish magic is just devastating against that early water elementals. So early water elementals will be able to be abolish magic. We do have a scout farm being produced by yaWs in the middle of the map, and we have a footman now coming out as well. So both players scouting with footmen as opposed to an early militia. So Roz may try to take out this peasant and then get yaWs Day into a little bit of a supply lock issue, and it does look like that is going to be the case. yaWs Day now coming up to the north and going to try to creep out this this mercenary camp. Meanwhile, Roz is going to try to creep out this Goblin Laboratory shop. So we'll see how this plays out for both of them. yaWs Day is going to lose that peasant, and that is going to be a little bit of an issue as he is now currently supply locked, unable to pick up that Troll Shadow Priest right now. We do have some, oh no, never mind, he does pick it up. So we do have the Troll Shadow Priest being produced. Archmage needs to drop another water elemental to try to spread out that damage a little bit more. And a footman is now chasing another footman back into the main base. Farm will be completed as soon as one of these militia head back over there. And that Troll Master is going to go down. I would have focused on the Troll Master whenever I creep out this particular creep camp, as there's so many units cast slow, it doesn't really matter to try to focus down those quote-unquote slowed units. We do have a greater pushing of greater mana being picked up, so the Archmage is going to have a lot of what's it called? A lot of mana to use in order to drop water elementals. yaWs Day not taking a peasant over here and trying to finish repairing that farm. A little bit curious about that, but we'll see how that goes ahead and plays out for yaWs Day. yaWs Day currently sitting at 28 over 30 food, so he isn't supply locked, so he's not too worried. We have Roz now creeping on the Goblin Merchant shop to the north with some militia and some footmen. I'm gonna sit at level 2, will not get to level 3 as yaWs Day is now trying to do some creeping or try to do some harassing of his own. Is gonna drop a water elemental most likely, and then that second tower is gonna Arcane Tower is gonna really prevent him from really doing any real damage there. Arcane Tower now switching to the Troll Shadow Priest. Troll Shadow Priest down to 27 hit points because of that feedback damage. Not very good. We'll have to try to run back. Meanwhile, Roz is doing a good job of just pressuring this back. yaWs has no business currently trying to press this attack right now. He's just feeding the experience and really needs to run back home. Those two footmen, no units are going to really die, but the army of yaWs is going to have to try to regroup a little bit more. Troll Shadow Priest needs to heal himself back up, and we'll see how this is going to go ahead and play out. We are taking the keep currently from yaWs Day. Meanwhile, we are taking the Roz is already about halfway to keep already, so Roz a little bit higher on the tech. Farm has been completed, and now we do have Roz now coming in with what seems to be a larger army, coming in with the 30 over 36 against a 33 over 42. I don't know, those footmen just seem a little bit more powerful. I think they're more full on life. We do have some mercenaries in the mix as well, and the Archmage is going to come in, currently sitting at level 2, and ooh, nice push of a water elemental into the base, and a nice lightning shield coming in from Roz. So Roz is currently in there, gets an abolish magic from the Troll Shadow Priest, and then goes down. So nice use of the Troll Shadow Priest coming in from yaWs Day. Now we have some fighting back and forth, and yaWs really has nowhere to run right now. Is getting healed by one Troll Shadow Priest. What Raz does lose a single footman. But this early exchange, nothing really is happening between the two of them. And the footmen getting tangled up on themselves. Oh no, we do have yaWs's footman doing some good pathing. So yaWs showing that he does deserve to be here and does a nice fight and able to push Raz back. Raz currently sitting at 30 over 42 food. Meanwhile, yaWs is at 35 over 42. So Archmage now trying to run back. Archmage a sliver of experience away from level 2. And the Archmage of yaWs still not quite to level 3 either. Keep should be coming out relatively soon. We do have a Mountain King currently being trained, so Mountain King's going to be at level 1. Archmage now trying to come back in, wants to continue some pressuring. Perhaps we'll try to get to level 2 off of the, or level 3 and get level 2 water elementals off of this creep camp. I do not think it is going to be enough though. And let's go ahead and see how much. Oh, it is going to be enough. So he's going to get to level 2, pick up perhaps a boots of speed, and now has level 2 water elementals on his level 3 Archmage. We do have double arcane towers, so those arcane towers will be able to push back whatever water elementals are being pushed in. Archmage now will have a lot of mana. And now, ooh, Goblin Shredder quickly getting focused down. Arcane Sanctum being built to the front. And now Peasants going down left and right. Those Arcane Towers are going to really prevent that Archmage from really doing any significant damage right now. And now the Water Elemental goes down, bolt on the yaWs Archmage, and the Archmage is going to be in a little bit of a trouble. Getting off a little bit of a surround, and now forced to go ahead and teleport back out. So yaWs is going to take off a lot of Peasants and prevent some of that early lumber gathering down to only, I believe, 8 Peasants right now, but he does have a Goblin Shredder to counteract that fact. Archmage now once again pushing pushing out with a Scroll of Healing and Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Town Portal. And yaWs wants to really end this. Gonna pick up a Pandarian Brewmaster from the tavern and now try to push back onto the main base perhaps. Meanwhile, we have Raz trying to creep out this natural expansion over here. Gonna get a Devotion Aura on his Mountain King. So Mountain King will give additional 1 armor, which is 6% life, I believe, or 6% additional life, and if you calculate it out. And we do have a farm that will fall, so Raz will be supply locked. And so Raz is going to be supply locked until he gets an additional farm up. Mountain King sitting at level 2 with that Tome of Experience that was dropped. A Priest running back in is going to fall relatively quickly if he doesn't get out. Nice Breath of Fire, only hits the Priest though. And Archmage now trying to run back away, trying to get in position. Goblin Shredder wants to join in on the fight as well. Priest coming in to rejoin the fight, and the Pandarian Brewmaster trying to get into a little bit of a position. We do have 2 Shadow Priests now coming out from yaWs, so yaWs is using that that mercenary camp to its fullest, able to quickly abolish magic, one of those water elementals, and feed some additional experience to those heroes right now. Now we have a little bit of ring around the rosy with this little batch of trees in the middle, and the Goblin Shredder already taking a good amount of damage, down to 300 damage, and Raz is still not ready to engage, not quite sure what he's waiting for. Perhaps teching or waiting for that the research upgrade for those priests right now, but can't be quite sure, as Raz is just trying to run away right now. This is a weird match where both players just trying to get into position. More abolish magic coming in. We know we have 3 Troll Shadow Priests, so yaWs is doing a really good job of just trying to push in here. And now that Goblin Shredder is just trying to run all the way to the back of the base, Pandarian Brewmaster will fall to a nice surround. So Raz doing a good job waiting for a good a good opportunity to take down the Pandarian Brewmaster. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between yaWs and Raz here on Terenas Stand.